the Cats are one win away from reclaiming the Stanley Cup.
Series tied, the Thunder and Pacers at 2 apiece for the championship.
And on the pitch, dual coverage of the FIFA Club World Cup. All of this and more on the Sideline. Hello, South Florida, and welcome back to the Sideline for the summer semester. The place is where you get all the highlights for your South Florida teams. I'm Nicolette Esper.
And I'm Sabrina Lozano, and the Sideline starts now. Florida is one win away from back-to-back Stanley Cup championships after a dominant 5-2 win over Edmont in Game 5.
Brad Marchand scored twice, Sam Bennett added his playoff leading 15th goal, and Bob Ruski stood tall with 19 saves. The Panthers match an NHL record with their 10th road win this postseason, and now they have the chance to lift the cup on home ice in Game 6 Tuesday night. So Sunrise, get ready to roar because history is about to be made.
All right, NBA fans, let's recap a thrilling Game 4. The Oklahoma City Thunders were on the ropes, down 10 in the second half until Shai Gilgeous-Alexander took over. The MVP exploded in the fourth quarter, dropping 15 of his 35 points in the final 4 minutes to take Oklahoma to victory. Jalen Williams with 27 points and Alex Caruso with 20 points provided huge support, but this was the SGA show. The Pacers got strong games from Pascal Siakam with 20 points and Tyrese Haliburton with 18 points. But Oklahoma's clutch defense sealed the deal. The final score was Thunder's 111 and Pacers 104. Series tied 2-2 heading back to Oklahoma for Game 5 tonight.
Now some breaking news in the NFL offseason. Former star wide receiver Antonio Brown is wanted by Miami police on murder charges. The warrant stems from a May shooting incident after a boxing event where Brown allegedly fired a gun during a brawl. Authorities believe he's now overseas, and Brown hasn't played since 2022, but he's remaining in the spotlight. He's posting mysterious videos from abroad, including one with the hashtag Love from the Middle East. Police are continuing their investigation as this story takes another strange turn.
The Club World Cup officially started this Saturday with the inaugural game between Intermiami and Egypt's Al Ahly, hosted here in South Florida.
Yeah, we have Alejandro Marquina, who's live today, and he has more on how everything unfolded. Good morning, Alejandro.
And that's right, guys, soccer fever has come to the U.S., and what a way to kick it off than here in the 305, giving the Hard Rock Stadium a night to remember. And even though this ended up not being a goal, soccer fans kept their energy high in the inaugural game of the FIFA Club World Cup 2025. The game, which was hosted at Hard Rock Stadium, featured Inter Miami, led by one of the best players in the world, Leo Messi, and Al Ahly, the most condecorated team in the Middle East. The entrance to the stadium was surrounded by local, state, and federal authorities. But even with that, entrance for the thousands of club fans from all over the world was fast and accessible. The event began with a set of music presentations in the pure style of Miami, featuring Cuban singer Richelio and local singer Bikina. Other singers also featured were American rapper Sway Lee, American rapper French Montana. This was followed by a presentation showing the 32 clubs participating in the one-month tournament. From beginning to end, the game was energetic, with many highlights, including a missed penalty by Al Ahly. Even though the game ended in a tie, it began an important chapter in international sports, marking the beginning of what is expected to be one of the most exciting tournaments of our lifetime. And it's worth saying that Hard Rock will host a total of 8 games throughout the tournament, including the one this afternoon between Portugal's Benfica and Argentina's Boca Juniors. Reporting for Sideline in Miami, I'm Alejandro Marquina.
Thank you, Alejandro. And now moving on with the FIFA Club continuing and the Club World Cup kicking off. Inter Miami made its debut on the global stage right at home.
Sideline's Mauro Rueda has more on the team's big moment and how fans are taking it all in.
This is a groundbreaking day for Inter Miami as they are set to begin their journey in the first FIFA Club World Cup ever here in Hard Rock Stadium. With the international focus put on South Florida, the club will begin to take its first shot at history on a global stage.
Just 5 years ago, this moment felt far off.
Intermiami now steps onto the international stage right at home. From the ground up, their rapid rise leads to a Club World Cup debut, a major milestone in the team's young history.
It's beautiful because there are teams that have been around longer and couldn't get to this point. I think it's a good opportunity, and the team has been improving every year since it was founded.
With legends like Lionel Messi leading the charge, there's no shortage of star power to make some noise in the competition. But fans are keeping a realistic mindset, focusing on the team's progress and grit during this special moment.
Well, as a fan, I would be, enjoying if they go all the way to the finals, of course. But I mean, whatever they can make it, and they can improve throughout, the whole tournament, I'm going to be happy with.
Intermiami earned a hard-fought draw against Al Ali in the opening game, with goalkeeper Oscar Ustari named man of the match.
Yes, he saved a penalty and had other important saves, especially in the beginning when Al Ali were attacking. Ustari was key to at least get the draw.
Although Mascherano's men still have work to do, some remain hopeful about the club's chances.
I think it's possible to qualify. There's a chance against Porto, and it will be more difficult versus Palmeiras, but I still hope to make it.
With this result, Intermiami has little margin of error to get out of the group stage. And with Porto and Palmeiras still on the horizon, the biggest challenges are still ahead. Reporting for Caplin News from Hard Rock Stadium, I'm Mauro Rueda.
From Buenos Aires to Miami Beach, Boca Junior fans painted the streets blue and gold at the Banderazo ahead of tonight's match with Benfica. Flags waved, drums echoed, and the passion was impossible to ignore. Supporters flew in from all over the globe just to be part of this moment. Events like this show how the FIFA Club World Cup isn't just about the game. It's about pride, community, and how football brings people together no matter what they are, where they are in the world. And for Boca, it's more than just a match, it's a way of life.
Jumping over to baseball now, the Miami Marlins kept their foot on the gas last night, pushing the Nationals' losing streak to 8 straight games. The Fish were on fire at the plate, racking up 11 hits in this win, and over their last 9 games, they led the entire National League in hits and batting average. Nick Fortes went 3 for 4 with a double and crossed the plate, while Dan Myers delivered the exclamation point, crushing a home run as part of his own 3-hit night to seal the 3-game sweep. The final score was Miami Marlins 3, Washington Nationals 1. Another big win for the Fish, so we'll see if they can keep it going tonight. Well, it's time to head to break, but you guys stick around because this is what's next on the Sideline. We bring in our newest Heat analyst to talk trade rumors on Kevin Durant, and then stick around for game picks and to hear our biggest W&L segment. Sideline will take a timeout, and we'll be back in just 2 minutes.
Radcliffe Art and Design Incubator is the velocity accompanying the fellow's rudder, as in a boat. Unless there is movement or action, the planned direction is of little consequence. We encourage the creative ideas into action, and from the experience of doing, we critically assess the feedback, adjust, and set out to rediscover the potentialities of an entrepreneurial mindset.
Stem is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
So Kevin Durant once again became the hottest topic of the NBA offseason trade talks as he revealed his 3 preferred landing spots, which are the San Antonio Spurs, Houston Rockets, and of course, the Miami Heat. So we're bringing in our newest sidelines analyst, Heat analyst, Alejandro Hernandez, to give us more on these trade talks. Good morning, Alejandro.
Good morning, Nikki. How are you?
Thanks for joining us. We're good. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so we're going to talk a little bit about this Kevin Durant trade talk. So what would a potential trade package for Kevin Durant look like?
All right, so now the graphic shown on screen is going to show what a realistic trade package would look like for superstar Kevin Durant. The Heat acquire Kevin Durant, and they would swap a first-round pick in 2026 with the Phoenix Suns. And on top of that, the Suns would now get guard Duncan Robinson, forward Jaime Jaquez Jr., and they would get guard Terry Rozier. Although this trade sacrifices the majority of the Heat's rotation, it also keeps intact the 4 best players on the roster, which are Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, Andrew Wiggins, and promising young star Kelly Oubre.
Now, Alejandro, do you believe acquiring Kevin Durant would be a smart move for Pat Riley?
No, I actually don't believe this is a smart move because I believe that the 2025 NBA playoffs have showcased that the upper echelon of the NBA is shifting away from superstar-driven teams and now moving towards more balanced and deeper rosters, such as the Indiana Pacers, who showcased their youth, athleticism, and versatility, and they now have themselves in the NBA Finals.
Yeah, so I think a lot has to be settled out with Kevin Durant as he goes through this. Many years now he's been trading after a year contract.
He's gone to the Warriors, he's gone to the Nets, the Suns, and now potentially the Miami Heat.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But thank you for joining us.
Of course.
Appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah. It's time for this week's game picks. We're gonna head over.
Sideline's Esteban Rodriguez gives us his insights on what's to come.
Hey guys, let's get into it. The Stanley Cup is 1 win away from staying in South Florida for the 2nd consecutive year. The Florida Panthers come back to Florida with a momentum of a 5-2 win in Edmonton on Saturday night. This is looking to be one of the tightest and most exciting NHL finals, but I think it ends at Game 6 with the Panthers winning at home. Give me the Florida Panthers to take Game 6 and the Stanley Cup. Next, the NBA Finals. And since we'll know who the winner will be by our next episode, I'll give you my pick on who will win the whole chip. This series has been even. No team has looked superior to the other, but I think Oklahoma, with the help of the NBA's MVP and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they can win it all in Game 7. Moving on to the FIFA Club World Cup, Intermiami plays Porto. This Group A has not scored at all yet. They have also not conceded a goal, so I don't expect a blowout in this game, but maybe a final score of 1-0 and give me Intermiami to take that win. Well, that's it for me, guys. I'm Esteban Rodriguez, and now back to y'all in the studio.
Thanks, Esteban, for those game picks. Now we head over to our fun segment that I'm excited to be back on the desk for this. Biggest W and L's, of course, we can't forget about this. My biggest W and L, I'll start us off.
Go ahead.
JJ Spaun in the U.S. Open, he won his first major win after 13 years as a pro. He just captured a storybook fashion, is what he said actually in a press conference at this U.S. Open. It was after a disastrous start, 5 bogeys in 6 holes. Spaun mounted an unforgettable back 9 charge at Oakmont, capped by a 64-foot, birdie bomb on an 18 to seal the win. This is the longest putt of the tournament. He finished as the only player under par outlasting golf's toughest tests and biggest names, from career journeyman to major champion. This is the story of the year and my top biggest W for the win for the week, for sure, 100%. This was beautiful. Father's Day, it was a celebration. He celebrated with his family, kissing that trophy, well deserved.
Right, Nikki, it was just amazing to see on TV. My biggest W is actually Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift at a Game 4 of the Stanley Cup. The two were spotted cheering on the Florida Panthers, our very own, from the team section. And even though I'm not the biggest Swiftie, it's honestly just really cool to see. It's always nice to see celebrities showing up and supporting teams, especially one like the Panthers, who don't get the same spotlight as some of the other bigger teams.
Absolutely. We saw Timothy Chalamet supporting the New York Knicks during the season. Unfortunately, we know how that ended. But heading over back to for our biggest L. Unfortunately, New York, the Yankees were swept by the Boston Red Sox. What a terrible, terrible thing. Yankees were swept for the first time in 2025. This is the worst at Fenway since 1922. That's about 100 years ago. Aaron Judge was 1 for 12. This was just sad. It was just sad. 0 runs on Sunday, just a total of 4 runs in the whole series. This was the disappointment of the year, the final insult. Boston then traded Yankees killer Rafael Devers hours after this monster homer sweep. It just killed me as a Yankees fan for this to happen. And now, we just see if they can come back. Yankees 0 for 2, 0 for 5. Can we make it back? Who knows? We'll see. But your biggest L.
It's sad to see for the Yankees, but my biggest L is Intermiami tying 0-0 with Al Ahly in the FIFA Club World Cup, especially considering it was at home and during the tournament's opening ceremony. With stars like Messi, Suarez, and Busquets all starting, expectations were high. And for the team representing on MLS on an international stage, and with some of the talent on the field, a tie just felt overwhelming. And for me, it was just a missed opportunity to make a stronger statement. Just a reminder that if you want to keep up with updates, fun segments, and more from our crew, you can follow our Instagram for all things Sideline. Just follow us at sideline.caplin. That's it for today. I'm Sabrina Lozano.
And I'm Nicolette Esper. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week on The Sideline.